Hi, I'm Romella and my business is romella.co.uk. I work with women who are sensitive, who are spiritual, who are looking for natural tools to support them on their own personal journey. And those are their children. The children are usually very sensitive, and perhaps the traditional ways of supporting them just aren't available or aren't working. So I use a range of holistic tools to support the parent and the child, as well as looking at the spiritual journey and allowing people to grow on that spiritual journey. Some of the tools I use are things like meditation, visualizations. I work using essential oils that I'm going to talk about today, and also an amazing process called the Golding process, which works basically with the child as they're sleeping to reprogram and to give them some default positive statements to help them overcome many issues from behavioural to emotional, with some really amazing results. In this video, I just want to talk about the set of set called the Emotional Aromatherapy Kit by doTERRA. It is actually being renamed, but basically the oils are all the same. And I just wanted to spend a little bit of time with you talking about these oils and how amazing they are. So they come in in a box. There's 6 blends, and I also have them as a rollable deck, because this I can then carry. I'll perhaps carry 1 or 2 of them around in my handbag and use them whenever I need. And the oils we have: motivate, cheer, passion, forgive, console, and peace. And the blends are really amazing. So I usually have the motivate on my desk that I use in a diffuser, and I usually use peace. It's a rollable on my children to bring calm. So what I just wanted to do is talk a little bit about these oils and how you can use them to support your own well-being journey. Because in an average day, it's very unusual for us to be the same person emotionally throughout the whole of the day. We might wake up happy, but things can trigger us during the day that can make our emotions a little bit more sad, a bit negative, a bit worried. We need to focus, we can't focus on our work, and we get angry, and the emotions, they change all the time very, very quickly. And that's really where this set of blends comes in, because there's so many of different emotions that they can help and support. So what doTERRA have done is that they say that emotions are a result of complex psychological and sensory stimuli, including smell. A modern scientific study of the influence of aromatherapy on emotion confirms that the delicate and complex aromatic compounds of pure essential oils can help balance emotions and brighten moods. And this range is a beautiful one. And what they've done is they've divided, I should show you this here, they've divided the essential oils, the individual oils, into 6 different blends, 6 different categories. So we have citrus, and citrus are really good for uplifting and supporting. We have floral, which is all about love and compassion. We have trees they are grounding, and they're for grieving and for emotions of sadness. We have herbs and grasses, which are again for sort of that anger or bitterness. We have spices for when we're perhaps feeling a bit of somber or bored, disinterested. And the final category is mints, and these are for when you're sort of anxious, insecure, and apathetic. So they divided there's these 6 blocks of oils, and that's just true of all the essential oils. They fit into one of these 6 categories. And what they've done is they've created blends based on these emotions that are going on in the body. And so this is why each blend is focused. So we have motivate. If you look at the oils, they are between the 2. So we have mints here and citrus, and this is where motivate sits. So motivate has got in it peppermint, clementine, coriander, basil, yuzu, melissa, rosemary, and vanilla. So this is known as the encouraging blend. So let me just get my other notes out. I was just saying motivate, yeah. So this is when you're frustrated at work, when no matter your best efforts, you're shaking, your confidence has gone low. Perhaps you're not trusting people at the moment. you're feeling a bit more cynical. And the way that Motivate is going to work with the blend and those citrus, the mint and the citrus oil, it's going to help you tap into your creative powers, find the courage that comes from believing in yourself again, and just start moving forward and moving. So it's a really beautiful oil. It sort of smells very fresh, clean, and that minty, and it's that really lovely blend. I mean, they're all pretty much my favourites. Well, Motivate and Cheer are two that I use every single day. So there's simple ways that you can use it. So this comes as a 5 ml oil. So this is perfect for things like diffusers or just for smelling. Or you have the roller balls. I'll just get one of them out. And the roller balls are ready diluted. So a lot of these oils, they do have citrus oils in there, so that you are going to want to dilute them. You're not going to want to put these oils directly on your skin, and that's where the roller balls come in. But you can make your own roller ball. This is my personal Cheer one. So it's in just a roller ball that I've got made myself. And then these ones, like I say, they are ready diluted in the fractionated coconut oil, which you can just sort of see there. So you can use these direct on the skin. So ways to use the oils is, if it's a roller ball, literally just roll it onto your pulse points. They're the ones I like to use. Because what that does is, when you've got the topical application, so it's going into your bloodstream, within 20 minutes, in 20 to 30 seconds, it's in your bloodstream. 20 minutes, it's in every cell of the body and working on those levels. But also, the heat on your skin helps it to evaporate. And what that then does is that then you can smell it. And so it's going in through your nose, into your limbic system, where all those emotions are, and the processing can happen on that level as well. So it's by applying it sort of, particularly sort of around here, or on your pulse points, you can do the crooks of elbows if you want, then you're getting the benefit of it as well. So that's how I would use Motivate. I would generally use that, or if I didn't have this one, then I would dilute it with a bit of oil, or maybe some hand cream, and pop that on and just rub it in. One thing you could do is, if you've got a speech or anything that you're doing, and again, putting a tiny dab on your clothing, so that again you've got that wafting up. So that's the Motivate blend. It's a really lovely one. The next one I'm going to talk about is Passion. And Passion is the blend in it. Let me just go this way so I can actually read. So Passion has got, this is ready diluted as well. It's got cardamom, cinnamon, ginger, cloves, sandalwood, jasmine, vanilla, and damania. So this is diluted because some of the oils in there are hot, like the cinnamon oil is hot, and so is the cloves. You wouldn't want that directly on your skin. So this is the Passion, and Passion is perfect for when you've lost your mojo, when you just can't get going, when you've lost that excitement in your life. So it could be romantic excitement, but actually it could be like passion about your business, or passion about something that you love to do, and you just haven't got those feelings of excitement and passion and desire and joy. And that's what this will bring to you with it. It's a really spicy, warm, rich blend. It's really lovely. So this one, you could apply it over the heart space. So again, I would use a roller ball for that. Although, so this has actually been diluted, so I'd pop it in the wrist, again, somewhere where I'm going to be able to smell it. You could pop it in your diffuser, so that again it's going to fill the room, particularly at night time. Maybe if you're having a romantic liaison, that might be a nice thing to do. So that is the Passion blend. So the next one we're going to talk about is Cheer. Now, Cheer gets me through the summer holidays, I will fully admit. So Cheer is a blend of, again, it's the citrusy oils, citrusy oils and the spicy oils. Those. And I can just keep this box upside down because it's nice and easy to read off the bottom. So Cheer, it's got wild orange, cloves, star anise, lemon myrtle, zandravettes, nutmeg, vanilla, ginger, cinnamon bark as well. And it's a really upbeat oil. It's really, you know, when you know somebody who's just bright yellow, who's just really happy and bubbly, and they're just a joy to be around. This oil, this blend, to me, brings that into my energy to make me that person as well. So it's when you're feeling blue and no self-talk's going to get you going, you're not feeling positive, you're not feeling happy, and things are just getting on top of you. That's when the Cheer blend happens. It's a really good one. And like I said, this gets me through the summer holidays. well, and all the other holidays as well, when I'm at home and start, managing the children, shall we say. So it's a lovely one to just to diffuse in the house, to create that positive, happy space into the rooms. You could pop it onto a cotton wool ball and pop it into your car vents. Again, it's going to blow through that and diffuse it in the car as well. You could just pop a drop on your hand, pop them together and breathe it in. And again, it's going into the limbic system. I have this one, like this is my roller ball of cheer that I keep in my handbag all the time, well, apart from when it's sat on my desk, to use that way. So it's a really lovely oil. It's sort of, it says it's fresh, spicy and warm. But this is all about giving you feelings of optimism and cheerfulness and happiness, and counteracts negative emotions of feeling down, it says. Now, the next oil is peace. And peace is a lovely oil. Peace is one that I use, like I say, on the children. It's a reassuring blend. This one has vetiver, lavender, ylang-ylang, frankincense, clary sage, marjoram, labdanum and spearmint. And peace fits in between the mints and the florals. The florals are, they're very much the love, or if you think about a rose, you think about heart space, and that's really where this fits in. And the mint is that bit of uplifting as well. So this oil is for the time when life is causing you some anxiety, you're feeling overwhelmed or afraid, and it's reassuring, it's supporting, it's allowing you to find a bit of peace within yourself, just slow down and just enjoy. So what I like to do is I will diffuse this at night time. Out of all the oils, this is the one that's diffused the most at bedtime. It's got the vetiver and the lavender and the ylang-ylang, which you'll find in the serenity calming blend as well. But this one is the reassuring blend and works really, really well. So it creates that lovely calming environment. If you've got sort of anxiety feelings, and a drop on your hands, again, rub it together, breathe it in. With the roller ball, again, you can apply it to your pulse area, so you've got that sense and support. I love to rub this over with the roller ball on the heart space for my children, or right in the middle of the chest or on the back, and find it really helps just to sort of connect them in and ground them and know that they are loved and supported. If you're doing a test, or you're doing something, speaking to a large book, or you've got worry or things of stress, then again, it's a really good one. I used this the other night. My son was having a bit of a meltdown, and eventually he just calmed down a little bit. So I grabbed the peace roller ball, and he had shorts on. He doesn't seem to care that it's heading to winter, and just rolled the peace roller ball up and down his leg a bit, because it's well diluted, so it's completely safe for him, and left him there. And then 5-10 minutes later, he shifted completely out of this very angry space and into this calmer space as well. So peace is a real fabulous one, just to make that shift with you, so particularly with children. Okay, the next oil we've got the Console blend. And Console is lovely. It fits in, where is it? Console fits in, again, the florals and into the trees as well. So Console has in it, it's got frankincense, patchouli, ylang-ylang, labdanum, amyris, sandalwood, rose and amanthus. So they're very heart-centered oils here. So, and it's complete, and although it's heart-centered, it's very different to the sort of passion side. This isn't about getting up and going and doing. This is about coming together, bringing your energies together, and just being supported on a really nurturing level. So this is for when you lose somebody or something that's really important to you. This is just a real way to perhaps close the door on sadness, to let things go, heal your broken heart. And I've used Console when I left the therapy centre a couple of years ago. I realised after about a month, I'm going through a bit of a grieving process. So grieving doesn't just have to be about losing somebody you love or a pet. It can be about a massive change in your life, and that's where the Console comes in. And it worked really well to support me. So I used Console and I used Forgive a lot in those few months, and it really shifted me energetically. And then I was able to move on to things like Motivate and Cheer and Peace, because I was in that different energy zone. So this one is a nice one to Console to use. The smell is, let me just open it up a bit. It's quite sweet, a bit musky, a bit florally. I tend to use this on my feet. It's not my favourite smell. So console fits, yeah, between the floors and the trees. I've just said that one, haven't I? But again, you could pop it on the feet. Again, it's in your blood system. You can diffuse it if you need in a room, so that again you're breathing in and supporting yourself in that way. You could pop it on as a perfume, like on the pulse points, and again you've got the scent of it that way. You could pop it over the heart center. So if, again, dilute it or use the roller balls and place it over your heart center, just to allow yourself that space to accept and let go, but feel really supported and nurtured in that way. And that takes us to the 6th and final oil in this amazing set. And this is the Forgive oil, known as the Renewing Blend. So in this one, this one fits between the trees and the herbies. So it's about, or emotions are things like grieving, sad, ashamed, angry, bitter, discontent. That's the sort of oils. And we have in here, we have spruce, bergamot, juniper berry, myrrh, arborvitae, neuter tree, thyme, citronella. So the oils in here, they're very herbaceous, they're very grounding and supportive in that way. And what I find with Forgive is it's really good. It's when you're perhaps carrying a burden around with you that's grown heavier, or whether you've had an argument or something's broken up around, and you just need to let it go, move on. When you want to move forward, facing a future without anger or resentment and guilt, then Forgive and the oils within here are really good at helping you to do that forgiveness, to forgetting, and to be able to move on to that positive space. So this is a nice oil. It's because of the oils in it, it's got the arborvitae, which is a fabulous one for meditating. So this is a nice one to use for meditating and to release those energies. So if perhaps you're doing some energy work around releasing and forgiveness, perhaps you're doing a meditation, or you're going to give yourself some self-care, some self-healing, some Reiki, then again, using this oil is going to be a really useful way just to allow yourself that space to allow that forgiveness to be released. And it's very woody and sprucey in its sense. So again, you might want to pop it on your feet if you don't like the smell of it, but you're going to get the benefit of it on a physical level. You could pop it on your pulse points if you want. You could just and the simplest way with these is just to open the bottle and smell it. Take a few breaths, because the essential oils themselves, they're what are called volatile compounds, which means volatile is they move and leave. So they'll leave the bottle out the top, and you'll be able to just breathe them in. So you don't have to go here, just breathing it here or wafting it in, and just take a few breaths as you need to throughout the day. And that's a lovely way to use the Forgive oil. So these are the oils that make up the, I think it's now called the aromatic set, but they are the emotional blends. So the blend, like I say, in a day our moods and emotions can swap and change, and when we're in an emotion that isn't serving us because we want to do something different, we want to be something different, or experience a different emotion, then these essential oils are a fabulous way to move you out of that. And that's what I love about the roller balls, is because, like I say, if I have these close to my desk, some of them I'll particularly carry around with me just when I need to be uplifted and move, and I can just simply roll them on and allow that space, maybe sort of 10-15 minutes, and I'm in a different energy zone, I'm in a different emotion, and I'm able to move forward. If you have any questions, then please let me know. If you'd like samples of them, then again, let me know. I do lend out the roller balls, or I can lend out these ones if you've got a diffuser. And it's a really fabulous way to support yourself on an emotional level without beating yourself up, but recognizing that you are human and you do have emotions. Not every day is a happy, cheerful day. There are always ups and downs in any day, and indeed over weeks and months, things, the emotions that we go through can be can be very strong if we don't. And these give you a tool to be able to support yourself on an energy, an aromatic, an aromatherapy, and an emotional level. So this is Romella. My website is romella.co.uk, or you'll also find me at spaceforcalm.co.uk. On social media, I'm Romella at 101. No, I'm at Romella 101. And I'll happily, I've got little bottles so I can send little samples out if you'd like some samples. I do have some tiny little rollables as well, so if you prefer to have them as rollables, then again you can let me know that and I can send you a sample of a rollable just so you can experience, particularly with things like the console and forgive. And I think I find for me the cheer blend is my go-to blend. It's the one I love the most, and the motivator when I need to get my work done. So it's why I put it on that one and not any of the other ones. So if you have any questions, let me know. Happy to support you on your emotional journey to balance and calm.